It started as a dream in a father's heart, a dream that maybe one day the hopelessness and despair he saw in the eyes of his children would disappear and be replaced by hope, joy, and purpose. In this father's heart there was a longing for restoration and a dream of change and regeneration. He looked to his left and saw high pregnancy rates amongst his daughters. He looked to his right and saw his sons, his children, giving up their rights to be men, fathers, and role models. HIV/AIDS was and is destroying his children, and he could no longer look on in silence. The dream became a plan. The plan was to mobilize Christian university students to deal with the issues concerning the HIV/AIDS pandemic. For 5 weeks, they would undergo grueling training, with topics ranging from HIV/AIDS education to ethics to crisis counseling. The university students would become the foot soldiers who would soldier the message that abstinence and moral behavioral change can be and is the answer to putting an end to the disease that affects us all. Thus, Face the Nation was born. Approaching the Ministry of Education in 2006, Face the Nation received governmental approval to pilot the program in 8 senior secondary schools using 24 volunteers. The pilot program was a success, and in 2007, 100 volunteers were used in 24 schools, reaching 42,000 secondary school students, with 10,000 of them making commitments to abstinence. In 2008, the numbers grew even more. 135 volunteers were dispatched to 28 schools, reaching 55,000 students, with 10,000 of them making commitments to abstinence. The volunteers broke open gates of silence, and young people around the country began to open up to their fears, concerns, and helpless life situations. The youth of Botswana desperately cried for people to hear them, and Face the Nation was there to listen. For its courageous leadership and work in combating HIV/AIDS, the organization was in 2008 given special recognition by World Vision and the Willow Creek Community Church in Illinois, United States of America. The beginnings of hope and restoration is at hand, but the reality must continue. As the program grew, so did the cost of keeping the ship afloat. From a budget of 52,000 in 2006 to over 1,200,000 pula in 2008, Face the Nation has until now operated solely on the goodwill of a few willing sponsors. To break it down, it would cost 9,486 pula, which translates to approximately $1,200 to send one volunteer into a secondary school. But this means that it only costs 23 pula 29 thebe, or approximately $3 to change the life of each student reached. We invite you to consider becoming a partner with us by donating financially and becoming part of changing the lives of the youth of Botswana and taking back the health of our nation. We believe that this program will equip the next generation of leaders for the nation, and we invite you to become a part of the dream, the plan, and the reality.